Uh, Good day. My name is Velempini Vip Tutani Ndlovu. I'm an immigration consultant. The company that I own is called Explore All Immigration Consultancy. Today, I'm going to be talking about how South African immigration works. So, what do you need to know if you are immigrating to South Africa? Uh, First, I will start off by telling you where most South African immigrants originate from. There are currently an estimated 2.2 to 2.5 million foreigners living in South Africa, and they make up just over 4% of the population. Black Africans make up around 80% of the population. That's in South Africa. The heritage and ethnicity comprise a variety of languages and cultures. For instance, Zulu, Xhosa, Tsonga, Ndebele, and Venda. Most immigrants from the African continent come to South Africa from Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Whites make up approximately 9% of the South African population. The Afrikaans people descend from the Dutch. The English-speaking white South Africans descend mostly from the UK. And most white foreigners living in South Africa currently are composed of the British, making up the most white foreigners by far. The Germans, the Dutch, French, and a variety of other European, to a lesser extent North American areas. Quite a few immigrants also moved to South Africa from Asian countries such as China, India, and Pakistan. And then immigration to South Africa from other parts of the world, that is Russia, USA, Australia, South America, make up a relatively small part of the total number of immigrants. So what are you supposed to consider if you want to immigrate to South Africa? In the context of any person's relocation to South Africa, the successful application for the relevant visa or permit is critical. Securing this visa or permit is the main prerequisite for the person's personal and professional start in the country. With this in mind, it is strongly advisable to make use of a reputable immigration service provider employing qualified South African immigration practitioners. In choosing the visa permit category and in preparing the application, there are numerous pitfalls that can cause delays and may even jeopardize the application. So the main visa categories for a South African immigration are the extended visit. A foreigner wishing to stay in South Africa for a period of up to 3 months or longer via extension of the visitor's visa. Then the work visa for persons wishing to seek or take up employment in South Africa, and then business visa when you want to start up a business or you want to invest in an existing business in South Africa. The business visa is issued to foreigners who wish to establish new business in the country or to invest in or take over an existing business. And then there's also the retirement visa. Retired persons visa are issued to foreigners of all ages who are able to submit proof of sufficient financial means available to them for their retirement in South Africa. And then studies, education for persons wishing to attend school, university, or other institutions of learning in South Africa. And then the relative or partner visa, family, relation, spouse, life partner, or other to a South African citizen or permanent resident. And then permanent residence permit. The permanent residence permit allows its holder maximum flexibility with regards to entry and exit, as well as maximum duration of stay. And then citizenship. There are 3 grounds for granting South African citizenship: birth, descent, and naturalization. And then South African immigration consultants, how to choose. As pointed out above, the successful application of the relevant residence visa or permit is critical in the context of any person's planned relocation to South Africa, this being the main prerequisite for the person's personal and professional start in the country. And then numerous pitfalls may cause delays and may even jeopardize the application as a whole. This is why immigrants to South Africa regularly make use of qualified South African immigration consultants. And then you should be very aware that though that unprofessional and even fraudulent services are offered within the industry, before deciding on a specific immigration consultant, it will make a lot of sense to ask the following questions. How many years has the immigration consultancy been in business? Are they qualified? And what is the success rate of the South African immigration consultants in terms of visa and permit applications? How have been past experiences of clients been? And then the prerequisite for a serious and professional consulting environment is that applications are prepared diligently and comprehensively, that relevant authorities are dealt with in the most professional manner, and that applicable legislation as well as relevant amendments to it are thoroughly understood and applied in order to ensure the final success of each application process. Current status of South African immigration. While the current immigration policy of the Department of Home Affairs is often viewed as not always being immigration friendly, there are many processes that are managed in a satisfactory manner within acceptable time frames and with the necessary attention to detail. A lot can, however, still be done to manage immigration to South Africa far better, and the Department of Home Affairs should make sure that the processes for persons qualifying in the various categories are supported on a broader scale and not hindered as on many previous occasions. The Department of Home Affairs must sustainably work together with other authorities in supporting foreign investment, and with it South African immigration where it is legal and where it adheres to all existing requirements and laws. In conclusion, I am optimistic that with the current government looking more strictly into existing policies and political haggling, South African immigration services and other processes will be managed and executed more professionally, more efficiently, and more transparently by the state in the years to come. If you do need to get in touch with me, please call me South African number 083-879-8114, and then my email is veapndlovu@gmail.com. I thank you.